You were special, and
If you thought Revival was going to play it safe, think again. Episode 4 throws everything into chaos. Revelations, betrayals, attempted murders, and one shocking twist that leaves us seriously questioning who the real villain is. The show's been slowly stacking mystery upon mystery, and with this episode, things are finally starting to connect, but not without raising a few more terrifying questions. Welcome back to your nerdy show. I'm your host, Spoiler Master. Let's dive into what happened in Revival Episode 4, break down that wild ending, and figure out what it all might mean going forward.
You're a liar! I know what you did and you're not gonna talk—
Blaine Abel, religious nut, or prophet of doom. So far, Blaine Abel has been portrayed as this religious zealot who's convinced that the revivers are part of some demonic plan. And honestly, his paranoia is starting to catch on. After Arlene went off the rails, Blaine gained some serious traction with locals who are uncomfortable with the idea of dead people just walking around. His message is clear. The revival is evil, and those brought back are abominations. In episode 4, Blaine becomes more than just background noise. He's central to the mystery surrounding M's death. M recalls seeing him near the bridge the night she died, which makes him an instant person of interest. Dana, being the ever-protective sister, decides to confront Blaine head-on. Of course, she tells M to stay behind. But since when has M ever listened to anyone? So M and Rhodey tag along anyway, and what they uncover is strange. Blaine doesn't deny being near Bull Falls on December 18th. He says he was towing a car from Lester Majack's property, searching for it in the woods. When M brings up the light she supposedly saw that night, Blaine insists she witnessed it too, this supernatural flash in the sky. But M has no memory of it, and that sends Blaine into a bit of a frenzy. Interestingly, he doesn't harm them. Not yet, anyway. But it's clear he sees M, Dana, and Rhodey as threats. He even tells his armed followers that the time to strike will come, just not today. So, did Blaine kill M? That theory gets a little shakier by the end of the episode. He may be intense, but it seems he was telling the truth, at least about his whereabouts. Aaron Wymer, the quiet man with a terrifying secret. Here's where things get twisty. After their visit to Blaine, Dana digs deeper into the car he claimed to have towed that night. It was rented by someone under the name James Anderson. But when Dana asks the garage owner Alonzo about it, he admits that the ID probably wasn't real. Apparently, under-the-table rentals aren't exactly uncommon when people are desperate. Dana checks out the car and finds a clue, a parking stub from Warsaw General Memorial Hospital. Now, this seems random at first, but it turns out the hospital visit overlaps with Nithya Wymer's chemotherapy appointment. Her husband, Aaron, he could have dropped her off, left for a few hours and returned, all while pretending to be at her side. It suddenly clicks for Dana. James Anderson is a fake identity, and Aaron Wymer is likely the one who rented that car. But what was he doing with it during those hours? That's the big question. When Dana tries to confront Aaron, he brushes her off, but his name just shot to the top of the suspect list.
Somebody help! Help! Somebody help!
M's memories resurface, and so does the ring. While Dana is following the car trail, M is busy putting together her own puzzle pieces. She remembers something horrifying. The man who kidnapped her the night she died was wearing a distinctive gold ring. She's certain it's the same ring she threw up shortly after reviving, so she takes it to a local pawn shop to see if anyone might have bought a similar one recently. Bingo! The shopkeeper says one man bought that exact kind of ring during the quarantine. A man who mailed in a desperate request saying he'd lost his wedding ring and needed a replacement fast. The customer paid double and wanted it done quietly. That customer? Paul Anderson. If that name doesn't ring a bell, he's Aaron Wymer's teaching assistant. And that ring, it wasn't for Paul. It was Aaron's wedding ring. That's right. M had been holding onto Aaron's ring in her gut the entire time, and that basically seals it. The man who kidnapped her, the one who drugged and likely killed her, it was Aaron. Or was it?
Like an explosion. You saw it.
Hard drive drama. The plot thickens. Meanwhile, we've got another layer of intrigue happening in the background. A stranger breaks into Aaron's house and steals a hard drive from his study. Later, this hard drive ends up in Maytau's car. Yes, the local journalist. Who is this mystery man? And what's on the hard drive? Aaron clearly knows who the thief is. He confronts the man later and is visibly angry. Not just about the theft, but about the fact that this man is still poking around. Aaron reminds him they had a deal and that he's kept quiet. But now that his secret is slipping out, Aaron burns whatever documents he can, possibly evidence that links him to M's death or something even worse. The hard drive could be the key to everything, and it's now in the hands of someone who knows how to ask dangerous questions.
Something, come on, you don't really believe that tow truck excuse you? He was there.
The date that turned into a nightmare. While all of this is happening, something surprisingly sweet brews between Dana and Ibrahim. He finally asks her out, and it seems like Dana might get a break from the chaos. But their dinner is quickly derailed when Dana gets a message from Aaron. He wants to meet her, alone, in the woods behind Pacers. She doesn't tell Ibrahim what's going on. Instead, she just redirects their drive and quietly loads her gun. When she arrives, M is already there. She's been tracking Aaron too. This is the moment we've been waiting for. M finally gets to confront the man who destroyed her life.
I woke up, I threw this up. This is my killer's ring.
Aaron's confession. Then all hell breaks loose. M demands answers. Why did Aaron kill her? How could he do that to someone he once cared about? Aaron, for his part, seems remorseful, but also scared. He admits to misbehaving with her, but insists he didn't kill her. He says she was special to him, and that what happened wasn't intentional. He begins to explain, hinting at a larger conspiracy, or at least a deeper context to what went down. But before he can finish his confession, Dana pulls the trigger. She shoots Aaron, thinking he's about to hurt M. In her mind, she's protecting her sister. And just when you think it's over, someone else shoots. A hidden gunman fires. The bullet rips through M, but she survives because she's a reviver. Dana, on the other hand, takes the same bullet and goes down hard. M is screaming for help in the middle of the woods. Ibrahim is still nearby. Let's hope he hears her in time.
Be fooled. The dead do not return without cause.
Who pulled the trigger? Here's where things get real murky. Aaron said he didn't kill M, and just before Dana shot him, he seemed like he was about to say more. Maybe there's a third person involved. And all signs point to the mysterious man we glimpsed earlier in the episode. The same guy who stole the hard drive and somehow has access to M's old medication. This man might be connected to Rose Blackdeer, a young student who died tragically. Could she have been romantically involved with Aaron too? Or maybe she was a friend of M's? Did her death tie into whatever experiment or secret Aaron was part of? And how did this man die in the first place? Remember, he was one of the bodies that revived just before cremation. That means he was already dead, likely as part of whatever caused the revival phenomenon. So was Aaron part of an experiment gone wrong? Was M a test subject? Did this man kill her to keep something buried? There are way too many loose ends right now, but one thing's for sure. This guy is no random stranger. He knows what's going on. He has Aaron's secrets. And he's not done yet.
I mean, you're taking care of it, Aaron.
I'm taking care of it, just...
Will Dana survive? This is the big question. Dana is one of the central figures in Revival, and seeing her shot in the final moments of the episode is gut-wrenching. Yes, she could survive, but this show loves to throw curveballs. If she dies, it changes everything, not just for M, but for the investigation and the balance of power in the town. Her injury was caused by the same bullet that hit M. That's symbolic. The same forces targeting M are now going after the one person fighting to protect her, and that's terrifying.
I kept up my end of the deal. I didn't tell anyone.
Our Nerdy Thoughts Revival Episode 4 takes the slow-burning mystery and finally throws gasoline on it. Between Blaine's cult-like movement, Aaron's double life, and the sudden violence in the woods, we're now knee-deep in a full-blown conspiracy. Who's pulling the strings behind the revival? What did Aaron do? And who is that man stalking from the shadows? Episode 5 better have answers, because we have a feeling things are only going to get darker from here. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to like, comment with your theories, and hit that subscribe button for more weekly breakdowns. Revival just went from eerie to explosive, and we're here for every minute of it.
How do you think being a reviver's impacted your emotions?
No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.